Airbnb pricing at 68 last night, values the company at $47 billion. Our Deirdre Bosa joins us this morning with a very special guest. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Carl. Thanks for that. And hello, Brian. Good morning. What a wild year it's been.
Oh, my God. It's been quite a year. I did not think when this year started it would be like this.
Yeah, neither did I, to be honest. At one point, not that long ago, you saw your valuation slash to some $18 billion. You priced above your range, though. You're looking at a valuation right now of $47 billion. Do you, as CEO, and what you'll have to deliver, worry that valuations have gotten out of hand?
You know, I don't think I'm going to worry much more than in April and May when we saw our business drop 80% in 8 weeks in the middle of a pandemic. So I just want to say I'm so grateful to be here today, so fortunate. And I wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for all the people who helped us, our guest, our host, and everyone who helped build Airbnb.
At the same time, Brian, those heightened expectations in this really hot IPO climate that we find ourselves in, that could perhaps lead you or expectations to grow quicker than you had planned. And this year, as we've talked about, has really been a year of cost cutting. You guys had to lay off about a quarter of your workforce. So what does next year look like? Do you bring back some new priorities, ramp up investments that you'd scaled back this year?
Well, I mean, this year, one of the things we had to do is get really focused, and we've gotten focused on our core host community that offers homes and experiences. And, you know, when the world is ready to travel again, we will be ready. And so we are focused on making sure that our hosts are ready to welcome guests when they're ready to leave their houses and it's safe to do so. And so, I mean, we are ready regardless of what happens with this IPO. We are going to be ready.
Right. And so as you look ahead to next year in 2022, as the economy reopens and people do travel again, what are you prioritizing in terms of the business? Well,
you know, once again, like when I started Airbnb with my two co-founders, we are in a recession. And we think that millions of people are going to turn to Airbnb for economic assistance. And I think hosting could be a benefit. So we want to really help unlock hosting all over the world. And then we want to continue to make our product much easier. You know, now people are coming to Airbnb. They don't even necessarily have a destination in mind or dates because they're flexible. We're all obviously on Zoom. And so people are saying, I want to go anywhere 300 miles around me. What can you show me? And so now we're going to be getting a little bit more in the game of inspiration and matching people to the perfect home and experience for them.
Right, but it sounds like you're still going to be focusing on your core, which is home sharing. And this year you did scale back on some of those other projects like real estate and hotel listings. But something that you didn't scale back on was experiences. It sounds like you guys are still moving full-fledged ahead. However, we didn't get a whole lot of detail regarding experiences in the S1. Is this something that you plan on giving more to investors? The level of profitability, how much in terms of revenue experiences takes up, what terms of investment you're looking at for this unit?
Yeah, I mean, over time, we will continue to share more about experiences. And I will just say, you know, in life, timing is everything. And I thought this was going to be a breakout year for experiences. But of course, with the pandemic and social distancing, we had to put the product on pause. But I think, you know, next year, when it is safe to do so, we can only sit at home and watch so many shows on Netflix. Eventually, we're going to want to get outside, do some activities. And one of the things our guests tell us is they love experiences, at least from a customer satisfaction standpoint, even more than homes. So 82% of our guests who leave a review in a home leave a 5-star review, but experiences is more than 90%. So this is something we are very focused on, and I think it's just a matter of timing.
Well, Brian, it's Jim. First, congratulations.
Hey.
Amazing run. You know that in the days when it got ugly, it was a you and me, believe it in you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. How did we miss it? How did we miss that people wouldn't want to go into an elevator in a hotel and afraid to push a button or be in a little crowd or didn't want to be talking to someone when they check in? How did we not figure that, you know what, a thing of Clorox, you have your own house, you clean it up, that it was safe? That's the thing that just drove me crazy, that people didn't immediately get, well, I got a place I can go, Airbnb, that's clean. That I won't get sick at.
Well, I think, Jim, it's a really good point. A lot of times we try to look at what happened in the history, to project the future. For example, a lot of people were expecting hotels to reopen sooner. And the reason why was after 9/11 in 2008, business travel recovered before leisure travel. But of course, in the world of Zoom, the future does not look at all like the past. And of course, in a pandemic, people didn't want to be in crowded lobbies. Obviously, they wanted the privacy of a home. And I think people want to be with the people they can connect and love with. And obviously, a home is a really good way to do that. So, I think that kind of worked out for a lot of people. And I think that explains some of our rebound in Q3.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.